everyone, Freddy here, and welcome back to another Five Nights at Freddy's build tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing the first half of the Five Nights at Freddy's VR build. Now, I'm going to be just sticking with the main entrance area. Well, pretty much everything that I took the ceilings off of. I'm going to be sticking with the main entrance area, and I'm also going to be sticking with the end game area. So as you can see, I took off the entire ceiling for the area that I want to do right now. If you want to see an entire video of the whole entire build so you get an understanding of what you're getting yourself into, I'll have a link to that video in the description below. So the first little part of this build is going to be the main area. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it, but there is a lot here, guys. There is a ton of stuff to do here. So this is the first area we are going to get started on. Now, this is what the grid is going to look like for that first area. So let me get a nice little top-down view for you guys so you can pause the video here and get the whole area done. What you're going to need is a 29 by 25 spacing. Now, those red blocks are just where doors are going to be going. We're going to worry about that later. It's just an indicator for myself so I don't forget where the doors and walkways and, you know, things like that are going. So if you want to pause the video here, you're just going to need a 29 by 25 spacing. If you're doing this on a Flatlands world, just make sure if you're doing this on a Flatlands world, so pause the video here if you need to do this. If you're doing this on a Flatlands world, I might not do this. I'm not 100% sure, but there is one part where you go down an elevator shaft right here. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do this part. If the video does really well, you know what, I'll throw it in there at the end. But there is a spot that does go underground. So giving a heads up now, you're going to need some spacing for this underground area if I decide to do it. So once you got your little 29 by 25 space, you know what, let me get a nice block out. I'm not let me use netherite. And also, I did build this before the nether update came out. So if you see anything in here you want to switch blocks up with from the nether update, you're free to do that. Go right ahead. It's completely your choice. So once you got your 29 by 25 spacing, what we're going to do is just go around the entire lip with any block. Doesn't matter. You won't be able to see this block unless it's in the walkway, but like I said, we'll worry about that later. We're just going to go around the whole entire outside area of our 29 by 25 spacing with just any block. Doesn't really matter, because then what we're going to do is we're going to fill this whole inside with a checkerboard pattern. It's very annoying to do those checkerboard patterns, so if you know how to do the fill command, it's going to help you out a ton. So starting from the bottom left-hand corner of our 29 by 25 spacing, after we put our little lip around the entire thing, we're going to take out some black concrete and blocks of quartz. Again, you can feel free to change it up whatever you want, but it is going to be a black and white checker pattern. So starting from this corner, we're going to go ahead and put a black concrete and then block of quartz, black concrete, and we're just going to do that down this entire line. Now, like I said, if you know how to do the fill command, this will make things a ton easier. If you're doing this on survival, hopefully you have the blocks to do it. It requires some pretty expensive blocks to do this. So now I'm going to be using the fill command. Like I said, if you know how to do it, it's going to make your life a ton easier. If you're doing this on survival, hopefully you have the blocks to do it, because there's a lot of expensive blocks in this. So if you're doing this on survival, sadly, you're going to have to go ahead and place in all the blocks normally. But if you do know how to use the fill command, just make sure you have your position open up at the top. As you can see, my position right now up top, it just says 169, 189, and 3. I'm leaving that open because it's going to make life easier on me the entire time. So we're going to come right to this corner. We're just going to break this block right here, stand inside this area, and we're going to go ahead and write down the coordinate up in the left. Now yours is going to be different. Make sure you write down yours and not mine. So just open up like Notepad on your computer, or, you know, just get a pen and paper and just write it down. So mine's going to be 170, 182, 2. And then we're going to go ahead and place our block back right here. There we go. And then we're going to come to this side and we're going to get this position right here. So we're going to break this block, come right here. And now my second position is going to be 196, 182, and 2. So once you got those two positions, now we're just going to come down right here, and we're going to come out one block, because remember, it's a checker pattern, so we can't put them right next to each other. So we're just going to come out one block. So let's go ahead and break this block right here. And now we're going to need those coordinates as well. So again, just go to your notepad. So go back to your notepad or however you're writing these down, and go ahead and write down that coordinate as well. So mine's 169, 182, and 1. So now what we're going to do is just open up now our fill command. So press right on your D-pad, So we're going to start off by putting a // then we're going to type out clone, then we're going to put a space, and now we're going to put in our first two coordinates. So mine's going to be 170, 182, and 2, and then we're going to space and put in the second coordinate. So 192, 196, 182, and 2. And now we're going to go ahead and put in that third coordinate that we just wrote down here after we broke that block. So my third one is going to be 169, 182, and 1. So now if I press enter, as you can see, I'm falling. As you can see, it cloned that line. Now we can go ahead and break that block right here. And then we're going to have to add in that extra block right there. So now if you want to, get the coordinates for both of these, just to make it even faster, you could just get the coordinate for here and over there, and then just keep filling it in and filling it in. So now all you have to do is just keep interchanging them. So like how we had to break this block out here, now what we're going to do is just go right here and place in the next one. So right here, 169. So this one's going to be 170, 182, 0. So what I like to do personally is I like to just skip a block. So right here where we broke out this block, we're just going to break out this one, this one, this one, and so on. Just do it each and every block like this. And now what we're going to do is basically, as you can see, the first one was 1. So now if we come over 2, now it's going to be -1. So as you can see with our first coordinate, it's still the same 169, 182, 1. So the only one that's going to change is the Z coordinate. So if we come over 2 blocks, as you can see, the only one that changed is that -1. So if you just open up your fill command by pressing right on your D-pad again, and then you press up on the D-pad, it will put in the last command you put in. So now all you have to do is just go in here, back up 1, and now we're going to go ahead and just put in -1. Obviously, you're going to have to put in your own. It's not going to be the same as mine. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in a -1. So now if I press start, boom, as you can see, it cloned it again. So if I go from here and come over 2 blocks, and as you can see, now it says -3. We're going to do the same thing again, right on the D-pad, up on the D-pad, go in here, back it up, put a 3, start, go right here, now it's -5, and so on and so forth. So I'll just do it one more time, and boop, and start. There we go. So now I'm going to quickly go ahead and just place in the rest of them here. So there we go, I filled in the rest of them. So now what we have to do is go through all of them, break the blocks, and replace in our walling block. And then we're going to have to come over to this side and place in that one quartz block. Like I said, if you want to just fill it in normally, you absolutely can if you have time on your hands. This just makes it a little bit faster, so you don't have to sit here doing the entire checkerboard pattern. And of course, I'm not going to show this later on in the video, but you can do it with every single room that is humongous. Like some of them are really small, so it's just faster just to place them in. But a room like this, it just takes a very, very, very long time. So basically now what we're going to do is just go into this block right here and do the same exact thing. So we're just going to get this coordinate now. So, again, go to your notepad, write down the coordinate. And then once again, we're going to press right on the D-pad, up on the D-pad, and now we're going to back off. And then we're going to delete all of this right here. Do not delete the other 2 coordinates. Make sure you just delete up to the 2 coordinates from the beginning. So, whatever yours is, mine's 170, 182, 2, and 196, 182, and 2. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is put in that second coordinate. So now mine's going to be 170, 182. I do not know why I'm using my controller when I have a keyboard right next to me, and 0. So now when I press start, boom, as you can see, it will add in that row. And then same thing, we're just going to move over here, and now we're just going to do the same thing right on the D-pad, up, and now I'm going to have to go ahead and put in a -2. There we go. Now when I press start, it fills it in. So same thing, I'm just going to go through this entire thing now. Now it's just going to go to negative. I'll do it one more time, and then I'm just going to skip it. So there we go, -4. And there we go. So now I'm going to fill in the rest of it. So there we go. The floor is now in place, and it's really hurting my eyes to look at it, so I really don't want to look at it anymore. So now what we're going to do is take out some gray concrete, and we're going to place that around the entire outside. This is going to be the starting part of our wall. Now, like I said, those little red blocks are just areas where doors are going to go. It's just to remind me where they're going. But we're going to go ahead and just place the gray concrete all the way around the entire thing like we did before. There we go. And now it's time to do, yet again, another checkerboard pattern. So now it's time to do our checkerboard pattern on the walls. So we're going to come to our bottom left-hand corner once again. We're going to take out our black concrete and our block of quartz. And we're going to start off by skipping the corner blocks. Never put any blocks in the corner blocks right now. We're not going to worry about that. So make sure when you're going around this entire thing, always skip these corner blocks. So black concrete, block of quartz. And we're going to do that around the entire thing. Make sure you skip those corner blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and just go through this real fast. There we go. That's the first part. And now we're going to go across the entire thing one more time. And this time we're going to start off on top of this black concrete with a block of quartz. And then go ahead and go around the entire thing once again. Just make sure you skip those corners. So now that the checkerboard pattern's done on the wall, it's really starting to get trippy looking at this. We're going to take out some white concrete and we're going to place that around the entire top side of our wall. So go around the entire lip like we did with that gray concrete down there and just place it right above the checkerboard pattern. And there we go. Now the areas where I placed these red concrete is where other areas are going to be going. So starting from the bottom left hand side, I'm just going to count it out for you so you know exactly where you need to break the wall. So we're going to count from the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks in. So now we're going to break out these blocks right here and we're going to make a 3 spacing. So break these 3 and these 3. So it should be 11, 12, and 13. And now from this corner over here, we're going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break out these 3 blocks and go ahead and just break them all out like that. And this is where our concession stand is going to be going. Well, not concession stand, the prize booth, the ticket prize booth. And now over here to the right hand side is going to be another door. So we're going to count over from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to break out these 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And let's go ahead and just break these all out. That's going to be the doorway into the hallway that leads to the end over there. And I believe Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is over here as well. Then we're going to come over to this side. I'm going to count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Break this block. And we're going to break out 7 blocks from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go ahead and break all of these blocks as well. This is where the stage is going to be going, where you end up at the end. And I'm pretty sure you become an animatronic, but we're just going to need a 7 spacing for that. And is there a door? I believe there's going to be a door over here as well, but we don't need to put in it just yet. So this is what everything should look like right now. You know, let's go ahead and break out these as well, just so we can get a better look, because these are going to have to get broken out anyway. There we go. I don't know why I didn't break these out in the first place. I want to make sure I could see everything perfectly. There we go. Like that. So this is what it's going to be looking like from the front. So now we can get started on some of the props in the main area. So what we're going to do is come right here where we have these 2 doors opened up. And now we're going to go ahead and open up this wall right here. So it should be 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just going to open up this entire area right here. This is where the prize booth is going to be going. And then we're going to break out these blocks and place in some red concrete. There. I was like, did I use red concrete? Okay, I did use red concrete. I'm going to place 2 more up here. I'm going to place some glass blocks here. And we're going to worry about this later because this is on the outside of our square. We're just putting this in right now so we get an understanding of where all our other props have to go. So starting over from this red concrete block, we're going to count 6 blocks in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to take out some dark oak wood stairs, or use any color you want. And we're going to place that in like that. So make sure it's just 6 blocks, because this is going to be the indication for every everything else. So you don't want to mess this first part up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're just going to skip a block, place another stair, skip, stair, skip, stair. There we go. Next up, we're going to take out some dark oak fences and place one here, place one here. And then we'll skip over one block and place one right here and one right here. Take out your stairs once again and face those inwards. And this is going to be for our first table. Now we're going to take out some string and we're going to place string along the whole bottom area right here. There we go. And then we're going to take out some white carpet and place that right along the tops of those strings and our staircases. And then we'll add in the presents later, but right now I just want to get in all our tables. So there we go. That is going to be table number 1 done. Like I said, make sure you get that right because this is the indication for everything else in this room. If you get that even off by 1, it's going to stink. Next up, what we're going to do is just skip over one block. We're going to place in yet again another table right here. There we go. And we come over here and just skip over 3 and place more stairs here. Take out our fences and place a fence here, here, and here. Take out our string, place in our string. Place in our string. And that's why I don't like doing string fast, because sometimes it gets, sometimes it doubles down. There we go. And we're going to go ahead. Yeah, I'm playing blackjack right now. It doubles down. There we go. Let's go ahead and place in our carpet. Oh, there we go. And that's going to be our second one. And now right here, we're going to do a table on the side. So all you have to do is just come out one from this stair and then over 2 and place one like that. So just out one and over one so we can fit in between the seating. We want to always make sure we can fit in between this seating right here. So just down one and over 2. And now we're going to take out our stairs and place in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And we're just going to build yet again another table. Take out our string. Go. Take out our carpet. Okay, I'm having a lot of problems with this one. I shouldn't do it quick. I should just do it nice and slow. Because for some reason, when you're placing a carpet and string, it likes to double down on top of each other. So there we go. And now we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're just going to come down 1 and over 2 and place, down 1 and over 2 right here. I almost messed it up on myself and place in our staircase here. We always want to make sure we have that one gap in between them so we can fit between the tables. Let's go ahead and place in our fences in front of those. Place in our string. It's going nice and slow so I don't mess it up again. There we go. And we're going to take out our carpet. And there we go. And now we're going to do the same thing on that table up here like we did down here. We're just going to come down the 1 and the over 2. So come over to this side. We're just going to come down 1 and then over 2. So, 1, 2. Place our staircase here. Make sure you always have that one gap. I'm going to place in 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place another table. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place in our fences. I don't need to tell you how to do it anymore, so I'm just going to go ahead and place them in. And then do the same thing on this side. Down 1, over 2. Place in your staircase. So that's going to be all of our tables in place. Now we're going to do the console area where, you get to pick all the different Five Nights at Freddy's games you want to do inside the VR. So come over to this table right here. I'm going to come over to this third staircase right here. and we're going to count out 3 blocks from behind it. 1, 2, 3. Take out a red nether brick stairs. You can use whatever color you'd like here. We're going to place it in just like that. Now we're going to take out some quartz stairs and quartz slabs. So we'll just come up a block right here, like that. Place in a quartz staircase right here, upside down. And then place in 2 slabs. 1, 2. Actually, I think it's 3. 1, 2, and yes, 3. 3 quartz slabs upside down. And we're going to place another block here and put another quartz staircase upside down facing inwards. It should be 2 blocks away from both sides right here. As you can see, it's 1, 2, and 1, 2. And now we're just going to do that one more time. So upside down staircase, 1, 2, 3. Upside down staircase right here. There we go. And then right in front of where our staircase right here, or another brick staircase is, we're going to take out a stone staircase, place it in backwards, place a painting off of it. That's going to be your monitor. Next up, we're going to take a wither skeleton skull and place it in sideways backwards towards the front. Next up, we're going to take out a button, place a button here, here, and then a lever facing this way, inwards. And that's going to be our console area. Next, we're going to build the collection prize area, the place where you collect your prize at the end of each time you play a game. So we're going to come over here to these 2 staircases where this bigger area is. And we're just going to count up 2 blocks from behind this staircase. So 1, 2, and then we're going to count over 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to take out some blast furnaces and place a blast furnace here and place in 3 of them. It should line up nicely with both of these tables. And then we're just going to go around in a 3x3. So right here, we're going to place 3. Right here, we're going to place 3. And right here, we're going to place 3 as well. Next, I'm going to take out some smithing tables. You can use whatever colors you want. You don't have to use these ones, but I like using these ones. So I'm going to go and place in the smithing tables around this entire thing. Then we're going to break out this block right here and place in a redstone block down. Take out a piston, place in your piston. It should extend up. Take out orange wool and place an orange wool block on top of that piston. Next up, take out some buttons and go around your entire blast furnaces with crouch on. And we're going to place buttons right along the fronts of all of these blast furnaces. The fronts. We're going to the front. There we go. Placing those buttons. Sorry. I kind of made myself laugh there for a second. Now it's time to put the little curtain around the entire thing. So we're going to take out some red concrete and some white concrete. So go into crouch and place in a red concrete block right above that button. And we're going to come up 3 blocks from there. 1, 2, 3, like that. And we're just going to go around the entire thing. Make sure you leave this spot open right here. This little spot right here, leave that open. So now we're going to go around the whole outside with 3 blocks up like that. And this is going to make our curtain. And then we're going to take out our white concrete after this and just place in polka dots kind of wherever you want. And the funny thing is, when I did this the first time, and I still remember doing it, it kind of reminded me of like a mushroom. A mushroom. So when you get done, you'll see what I mean when you get done with it. So let's go ahead and place in our curtain around the entire thing. Well, I should say our red concrete blocks, but that's what it's supposed to be, a curtain. I would kind of wish they had like slabs that you could put on the sides so you can make these things a little bit smaller, but we can't do that. So there we go. That's going to be our curtain. And now you're going to take out white concrete and pretty much just add it wherever you want. You can just put it wherever you want. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to put one there. Let's put one down here. Let's put one over here. And you can see what I mean, right? Looks like a mushroom. It really does. So, I'm going to skip that one right there. Let's go ahead and place one here and one all the way down here like that. Let's put one down here as well. That looks fine. And let's place one up here. So like I said, you can place them wherever you want. It really doesn't matter. It's just, I believe in the game, it kind of looked like polka dots. But since we really can't do that, I guess I could have used buttons maybe. But I like this. Kind of, like I said, it has that mushroom feel. So that's going to be the area where you collect the prize after you win. You'll start here, and then it'll say you win right there, and then you can go ahead and walk out. So that's going to be our collection prize area. Well, just the prize at the end, because there is an actual prize booth in this game. Next up, we're going to come over here to the side of our prize collection area. And we're going to come right here to this back corner. And we're going to count over 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Next up, take out 4 different colors of shulker boxes. Completely up to you. It's just supposed to be presents in the corner. So I'm going to place an orange one, a blue one, a red one, and a green one like that. And then what we're going to do is place up 3 blocks right behind it. Doesn't matter. You can use whatever colors you want here. And then we're just going to interchange some of these shulker box colors like that. And that's just supposed to be some presents that are in that corner right there. And now we can go ahead and add the presents on top of all our tables. Now, I'm just using a bunch of different colored wool. You can choose whatever colored wool you want. I'm going to be using pink, orange, red, yellow, blue, and green. I just like to interchange them on all the tables so it doesn't all look the same on every single table. So let's, on this table right here, let's go ahead and just put a pink one right here, a orange one here, and a red one here. And then over here, we'll go ahead and put a yellow, blue, and green. And then over here, we can go ahead and put a red, yellow, and a green. Like I said, just interchange them so it looks a little bit different on each one. So let's go green here, orange here, and yellow here. And over here we could do red. Oh, I did whatever. I'm like, wait a second, that's not right. There we go. It really doesn't matter. And then let's go ahead and just do red, orange, and pink there. And there we go. Now on top of all of these wools, we're going to go ahead and place in an item frame. And then we're going to take out an iron trap door and place it on its side like that. And do that for every single one of them. Just make sure the iron trap doors are facing inwards towards the staircases. You really don't, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. For some reason in my head, I'm like, it has to be this way. If it's not this way, it's wrong. So I'm just going to do it the way my brain is telling me to do it. There we go. And over here as well. And that's going to be the whole entire floor area done for the first room. So now we're going to work on this prize booth area. So right here where we have these openings for our walls, let's go ahead and just break out these 3 blocks here. And break out these 3 blocks right here. So we're just going to place in the hallways first, so then we get an understanding of where everything for our prize booth is going. So basically what you want to do is starting from right here, inside the wall, we're going to come out 9 blocks with our checkerboard pattern. So let's go right from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we're going to go ahead and fill in the rest with our checkerboard pattern. There's no reason to use the fill command here. Go. If you want to use the fill command right here though, like, you know, get the command points, but I feel like it's just going to take just as long to get the fill command points than to just place them in. So we're going to come out 9 on this side as well. So just make sure it is even with that side. There we go. Let's just fill in the rest. Like using the fill command on like that big area right there it's perfect. It's beautiful. It makes things a lot easier, but for small things like this, you really don't need it. There we go. And now we're just going to take out our gray concrete and go around the entire lip. There we go. Come out on this side as well. And do the same thing on this side. And right here as well. There we go. Now where the prize counter is, we're going to need a 3 spacing with our checkerboard pattern. So let's come out right here just to make sure we have the same colors going. So right from here, we're going to come out with 1 and just make our checkerboard pattern right behind our prize booth area. There we go. And it has to be 3 blocks wide. Okay, we really don't need this anymore. I don't really remember where the door is. I have to check on it. That's why I built this right next to here so I could keep going back and forth to it just to make sure I'm doing everything right. I don't want to mess anything up. So there we go. And now we can go ahead and take out our gray concrete and fill that in. So make sure it's just 3 wide. And now we're going to go ahead and fill in our checkerboard pattern along the walls. So starting right here where that black concrete is, we're going to go ahead and place in white and then go ahead and follow that along and make sure you skip these corners so you don't mess anything up. There we go. And then we can go fill in the top. Sorry if I'm like kind of also, my mouth is really dry right now. I really need a sip of water and I've been neglecting it. I have a gallon of water in my room just to make sure, and my mouth is super dry right now. So we're gonna come this side and do the same thing. Oops. There we go. And there we go. Now we can fill in this wall right here. So make sure it is not the same as this one. So there we go. And then fill in this one up here as well. And now we can take out our white concrete and go around the entire top part of it. And there we have it. So now I'm going to swing over there just to make sure everything is all right. All right, so I did the smart thing and took a picture with my phone just to make sure I don't get any of this wrong. We don't want to get it wrong. So we're going to come back here to this side. I'm going to place in paintings right along the back of the glass like that and make sure there's only one painting here like that. So it looks like this from the front hand side of our prize booth. Next up, we're going to come to this back corner over here and place in a cauldron with a spruce trapdoor on top of it. Next, we're going to place in a green shulker box next to that. And then we're going to take out a Steve head or any mob head you can get your hands on and place that in backwards. It's just supposed to be a prize, so I put it in backwards. Next up, we're going to place in 3 item frames right here. 1, 2, and before we place in this third one, we're actually going to break out this right here and place in 4 red concrete blocks. Go, and place in a third item frame right here. And then right underneath this item frame, we're going to place in 2 shulker boxes. And then we're going to need a creeper head. All right, I just took out a bunch of mob heads because I found them and I don't want to lose them again. I'm going to come right on top of this shulker box, go into crouch, jump, and place one in backwards like that. So that's just going to be another prize. Next up, take out your spruce trapdoors, and right above this item frame right here, we're going to place... Next up, take out your spruce trapdoors, and right above this middle item frame, we're going to place them in upside down right above them. I'm going to place in a few more prizes up here backwards. So let's go ahead and just place them in. You can use whatever mob heads you want or whatever items you want to make it look like a prize. I'm just going to go ahead and place in 4 items like that. And then right next to this one, we're going to place in another item frame. And then right here, we're going to place a trapdoor in upside down. Take out a dragon head. Come right here, look sideways, crouch, jump, place it in. And that's supposed to be just like a little TV right there. Next up, take out some white concrete and just place it in right along the top of this area. Next up, we're going to take out an oak wood stair and place it right here underneath this item frame. And then over here from the front, we're just going to come in a block, take out a stone stair and place it right here. Come to the inside and place in an item frame off the front of it. And then right next to it, we're going to go ahead and place in a stone button, which actually I can get right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this stone button. And we're just going to place a stone button right next to it like that. Next up, take out some light blue concrete, place it right here with an item frame right on top of it. So let me go ahead and get this item frame right here like that. Then we're going to take out an armor stand, place an armor stand right next to it backwards in this corner like this. And then you could use whatever color you want. It's supposed to be like that, I think it's a gumball machine or something there. But I went ahead and just dyed up a leather tunic red. And we're just going to place it right here. And if you are on, Windows, you go ahead and put the arms down on their sides. Then right next to it, we're going to place in 2 light gray concrete blocks with another item frame in front of it. That's going to be the ATM. If you want to put a little sign down here that says ATM or above it, you can do that as well. Then we're going to swing back in here because there was one thing I forgot over here in this corner. We're going to place in another spruce trapdoor upside down, take a skeleton skull out, and place another prize right here sideways. And I had to look up the door, look at the doorway too, because I forgot how to put in this doorway. But we're going to go ahead and break out these 2 blocks, so it should be a 2 wide doorway. We're going to take out some spruce trapdoors and place them along the sides of it and on this side as well. And I believe that should be everything for the prize booth. We'll worry about putting in the ceiling at the end. All right, now it's time to put that last item inside this room, and that's going to be the stage right up here. So we're going to come over here where we dug out that little 7 area, and right from back here where our little monitor is, we're going to count up 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to take out our blast furnaces and place in 3 blast furnaces. It should line up perfectly with this open area. And now, just like our little prize area, we're just going to make that little 3x3 going around. So 1, let's go ahead and go into crouch. 2, 3, 2 and 3. Going to break that corner, and same thing on this side. 2 and 3 like that. If you're wondering how I'm flying while also placing blocks, all you have to do is go into crouch while you're flying, and you can place blocks like that while you're flying. I get asked that sometimes, so just crouch while you're flying and you'll be good. Next up, we're going to take out our smithing tables once again and place in our smithing tables. There we go. And now for our curtain, like we did over here, we're going to be using magenta concrete and white concrete. All right, so while I was over there checking too, I almost forgot we got to put these buttons right here at the front. So yeah, it's going to be the same exact thing right here. Same exact thing, just with different colors. So we're going to come up our 3 blocks like this, and then we're just going to go around the whole thing with 3 blocks, except for this side, we're going to have an opening for the back for, you know, when you beat the game and you come out and you're now the animatronic. There's a little backstage area later on in the build. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing over here. We're just going to skip out a block. And we're also going to put our buttons on our blast furnaces back here. You don't have to worry about the side ones because you really won't be able to see those. So let's go ahead and just place in the rest of these blocks. And then we're just going to make a little polka dot pattern like we did over there. Pretty much anywhere you want. Doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and fill this all in. There we go. There we go. And over here. There we go. And then also, you know, just fill in just one more block right there so you don't have to see inside there. There we go. And now just take out, you know, your white concrete and place them wherever you want. So, you know, I'm going to do it from the inside. Makes it a little bit easier. So I'm going to put one there. Put another one up here. Let's put one down here. There we go. And here. Here and here. There. Really doesn't matter. You can go wherever you want. You don't even have to do one on each one. Or you don't even have to do it at all. You know, just gives it a little more color. So let's go like that. And, you know, let's just put another one down there. All right. That's fine. So there is our stage area. So this is the whole first area done. We have our seating. We have our prize counter, which is there. Then we have our winning prize for when we... I'm getting so flustered with saying these are both prize areas. And then, you know, the stage and all that good stuff. So now we can go ahead and start working on the inner mechanics of the ending.